you got your people planning, you got your product planning, you got your strategic planning, and then you have your annual planning cycle. And if you do that each quarter and you keep doing that year on year and building up that process, you're going to grow 2-3 times your competitors. And I highly encourage CEOs and senior leaders to change the way they operate their staff meetings, change the way you operate your one-on-ones, and make sure that you have a proper planning cadence to how you run and operate the business on an annual basis, right? I learned that at Stanley. It was funny. They said, "Hey, we got this new thing we want to try with the Hoshin Kanri planning process." I was like, "Great." They're like, "Hey, Joe, we want you to be a train the trainer, a super user." Okay, cool. I left Stanley. I went to Cooper. They said, "Hey, we want to do this thing." And I'm like, "Oh gosh, I know exactly how to do that." And so I was very lucky to learn from a group called Next Level Partners. This is a group that came out of Danaher, and they had perfected the Hoshin Kanri strategic planning process. And it's one that really inverts the focus, and it says, start with the answer. What does breakthrough performance really look like? And then what are the 3 to 5 things you need to do over the next, 3 to 5 years? And then what does that mean to what you need to do over the next 12 months? And if you execute that well, then you really start to see the power of what the business could become. And I think there's a difference between incremental improvement and true breakthrough transformational growth. A lot of people treat strategy as a project, and they really struggle to understand how to execute, and they tend to go back to doing what they do on a daily basis. So for me, early on in my career, it was super important that you transform the way you run the business.